The courtroom is packed, not because of violence, not because of a celebrity, but because of one tiny piece of paper. A lottery ticket worth $2.3 million. On one side sits a man in his early 40s, nervous, sweating, trying to stay calm. On the other side, his former best friend, a woman who once trusted him completely. Now, she won't even look at him. And sitting at the center of it all is Judge Judy, already sensing that this case is not just about money. It's about greed, about trust, and about what happens when friendship collides with opportunity. The story begins months earlier. Two co-workers, closest friends, same lunch breaks, same jokes, same routine every Friday. And every Friday, they bought lottery tickets together, nothing serious, just a habit, a joke between friends. We'll split it if we ever win. That was the agreement. At least until the numbers matched, because one Friday night changed everything. The numbers were announced, and one ticket hit the jackpot, $2.3 million. At first, there was excitement, shock, celebration, disbelief, but then something changed. The man claimed the winning ticket belonged only to him, not both of them, just him. Suddenly, the friendship disappeared. Calls stopped, texts ignored. And the woman sitting in court today? She says she was cut out the second money entered the picture. The judge listens carefully, because cases like this always sound simple at first. Until the details begin, the man speaks first. His voice shaky, but confident enough to keep going. Yes, we bought tickets together before, but not this one. He claims that on the winning day, he bought the ticket alone, his money, his ticket, his jackpot, and according to him, that should end the case. But then the woman speaks, and immediately the energy changes. She explains their routine in exact detail. Every Friday, same gas station. Same numbers, same agreement, 50-50. Always, no exceptions. She even remembers the conversation from that morning. Don't forget to grab our tickets. Our tickets, not his oars. The courtroom grows quieter because now this isn't just a disagreement, it's a credibility battle. And credibility is fragile, especially under pressure. The judge asks the obvious question. Do you have proof? The woman nods. And suddenly, everything changes. She pulls out months of payment records, digital transfers, tiny amounts sent every Friday, $5 here, $10 there. All labeled the same way, lottery. The courtroom reacts instantly because patterns don't lie easily. The man shifts in his seat. For the first time all day, he looks uncomfortable. But he isn't done yet. He tries another angle. Yes, we shared tickets before, but not the winning ticket. A risky argument because now the judge leans forward, interested, focused, dangerously focused. Then explain why she sent you money that exact morning. Silence. The man hesitates. Too long. And hesitation in court? It speaks loudly. He finally answers. It was probably for coffee or something else. Probably, another weak word. And weak words are dangerous in this courtroom. The judge repeats it slowly. Probably. That single word hangs in the air because certainty matters. Truth sounds different from guessing, and everyone in the room can feel it. The woman then reveals one more thing, a photo taken the same morning, both of them smiling at work. And in his hand, the lottery tickets, plural, not one ticket, several. The timestamp matches perfectly. Now the tension becomes unbearable. The judge studies the image carefully, then looks directly at the man. You had no problem calling them our tickets before the money arrived. The courtroom goes silent because everyone understands what's happening now. This isn't confusion. This is ownership changing after the prize appeared. And greed always leaves fingerprints. The man grows defensive. He says she's exaggerating, that she's only chasing money, that people change when jackpots appear. But the judge interrupts immediately. No, people reveal themselves when jackpots appear. That line hits the courtroom like thunder. Even the audience reacts, because suddenly, the case isn't about a lottery ticket anymore. It's about character, about integrity, about whether loyalty survives temptation. The judge starts breaking the situation down piece by piece. Shared history, yes. Shared payments, yes. Shared routine, yes. Evidence supporting her story, absolutely. Evidence supporting his, nothing solid. And now the balance begins collapsing. The man realizes it too. You can see it on his face. The confidence he walked in with, gone, replaced by panic because deep down, he knows the truth is catching up. The judge delivers one final observation. The problem with greed is that it makes people sloppy. Another silence heavy, uncomfortable, unavoidable, and then the verdict arrives, calm, direct, final. I find in favor of the plaintiff. The woman closes her eyes in relief, not because she's rich now, but because she was believed, because betrayal hurts differently when it comes from someone you trusted. The judge continues, the winnings will be divided equally, half gone. In a single sentence, the man stares forward in disbelief. $2.3 million, suddenly becoming 1.15. And the worst part? It could have stayed a friendship, but greed changed the math. The courtroom slowly fills with whispers, people shaking their heads, some shocked, some unsurprised. Because stories like this happen more often than anyone admits. Money doesn't create character, it exposes it. And in the end, that tiny lottery ticket became something much bigger, a test of honesty, of loyalty, of integrity. And when the moment came, only one person passed, because jackpots can change lives, but they also reveal truths people spend years hiding. And sometimes, the biggest thing people lose isn't the money, it's the person they became trying to keep it.